What's going on, traders? Happy Friday. Welcome back to another live stream here. If you're new, my name is Zach. This is Real Deal Futures. Before we jump onto the charts, make sure you read what's on the screen. Trading's risky. Most traders do lose money. If you trade, you're probably going to lose all your money. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't provide financial advice or suggestions or recommendations of any kind. I'm just an idiot here yapping on YouTube. Do your own research. Make your own trading decisions. Also read CFTC Rule 4.41 on simulated trading, which is what this is, even in funded prop firm accounts, and the affiliate and partnership disclaimer that says I stand to make money from links in my content, like code RDF with these top 1 futures accounts. Let's go ahead and hop onto the charts, take a look at what we are in for today, man. Some choppy overnight movement, really back and forth overnight movement. I'm cautious coming into today that we might see some chop. We do have some 10 a.m. red folder news. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Let me get my glasses on here, man. Let me make sure my eyeballs are nice and healthy since I stare at charts all day with you guys. Just checking the stream. We're looking good. Appreciate you guys hopping on. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We are going to get into it, man. Got Bookmap loaded up over on the side. Be letting you guys know what I'm looking at on Bookmap as well. But just before we get started, let's look at this news. We have red folder news at 10 a.m. here. Coming up, it is prelim, consumer sentiment, and inflation expectations. That could be dicey. That is a red folder, high impact news event. Want to be cautious of that. Don't love that we have 10 a.m. news. I'm not a big fan of having to deal with that through my trading session. I prefer to get it done at 8:30 a.m. We had one at 8:30 a.m., but not too much reaction out of that. So let's just jump out to the daily real quick, take a look from a really high time frame perspective. Again, not that I use too much of this in my low time frame trading, but just to get a feel for kind of what the heck's been going on, because it's been wild over here, man. US indices have been all over the place. If you're following what's going on, Trump markets have been very interesting to work with here. We know massive sell-off, big back and forth indecision candles, massive volatility all week, huge pop here. On that tariff pause news, and then some reaction back to the downside. Today opening up with a kind of an indecision candle, although it is bearish right now. Obviously, we are inside yesterday's candle. You can see prior day low and prior day high marked off these levels. I'm going to get rid of some of this just because it's too many overlapping levels. It's too hard to look at from lower time frames, but I wanted to mark my chart consistently the way that I do every morning, and then maybe I adjust by kind of just pulling some of these levels off, because that's just a lot. So as we drop down to lower time frames, we can see what happened overnight. Yeah, again, I'm gonna pull this volume profile from yesterday. It's just overlapping price action too much. It's not really giving me a good feel. I have overnight high and overnight low, and then prior day low and prior day high marked off. That's pretty clean. I'm gonna get rid of this. It's just too much for me. So it's not helping me, right? I understand where value area high and value area low are. They are, right above and below overnight high and overnight low. So I don't really need all that information. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this volume profile that is sitting here. This way, when I zoom out on I'm going to get rid of this one as well. When I zoom out on the 15-minute chart, I can just take a clean look at what we have going on. I'm also going to get rid of these discretionary levels. And let's take a look at this zoomed out volume profile. Maybe I want one or two of those, but I definitely want something down below if we do start to sell off. Again, this is my, kind of top-down analysis that I do every day. I mark off a couple, the same objective levels, right? Overnight high and low, prior day high and low, as we're opening up here for 9:30. I mark out the volume profiles from prior day regular session trading hours. Today, it's not really helping me. It's just overlapping too much. It's just creating too much crap on my chart. And then what I've really liked to do is what I'm doing right now, and it's how I'm marking my discretionary levels primarily. They coincide with market structure, with big round psychological numbers, and I try to line them up as well. But I really like to utilize this visible range volume profile, and I do it with some consistency zoomed out on the 15-minute chart. So I'm zoomed out on the 15-minute chart. Again, looking to the downside, if we start to crack yesterday's low, overnight low, we are coming to the downside right now. What are we looking at to the downside? And this would be the next area, right? And if I zoom in after just kind of catching kind of what that looks like down here, you're going to see we've got this area tested multiple times, support and resistance, supply, demand, order block, whatever you want to say, tops and bottoms for market structure, and also coinciding with an area of high volume. We're starting to coincide with an area of high volume, right? I want to get that high volume area right there. We're sitting at an area of high volume. This is pretty obvious, right? We're right here, right around VWAP. To the upside, we have overnight high. I think, coming above that level would be pretty clean. I've got a level marked off up here. I got the start of this area of high volume, and then this is coming off of, the next big chunk of high volume here. Again, you can see where all this is coming from. It's coming from price action and market structure. To the downside, below this, I think all the way down into the 49.50s. That would be a huge move back down to the downside. But at that point, I'd be zooming out and just kind of remarking. But if we start to crack prior day low, I got a level down below. So as we zoom in, what's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Ruben, what's up, you beautiful people? Coop. Oh, shucks. Good morning, Jess. Good morning, Wolf. Happy Friday, guys. Welcome to the show. Smash like, smash subscribe. You don't have to do anything. Free means free. I'm here with you every day. Almost every day free. We are also going to announce some winners of the giveaway, the 5-account giveaway. If you want to try to throw your hat in the ring last minute, feel free, but I'm not gonna pressure anybody. Obviously, I am biased. I stand to make money. Link is in the description if you want to check those accounts out. That 50% off, a code RDF is still there. So, yeah, again, overnight session. We watched what happened yesterday, right? Gnarly sell-off. Very frustrating session for me to go back and watch that. Got short twice on this. If you go back and watch, guys, I was short and holding for this level. We had to come back out and take me out at break even right here before we absolutely dumped. I just got to make my decisions, right? Is the trade that I'm looking at going to be a, long hold trade? I got to run wide stop and just let that bad boy run, right? Is it a short scalp to the downside? Cool. I'm still okay with, here's what I was looking at, right? There's the stop at break even. That's the chart from yesterday. Oh, why did this not clean up my chart? That sucks. All right. I'm going to go. Yeah, I have to do this. I'm going to clean this up, guys. For some reason, I didn't have a carryover from that chart markup, so I'm going to get rid of this. None of this is on here. Is overnight low in the right spot? Yeah, overnight low and prior day low and higher in the right spot. Just getting rid of some extra zones on here because I want to run a 1 minute and 5 minute side by side. Excuse me, a 1 minute and 15 minute side by side. And that is what I'm doing right here. So clean. Yeah, no stop loss to break even. Here was my trade from yesterday. This is where I would have been taking profit. I talked about that 5,300 to 5,390 level. Remember that area of liquidity? Talked about that a lot. You can go back and watch the stream. They stay up. Got short right here. This was the actual entry and initial stop loss. Here was the stop out right here. Break even. Hurting me more than it's helping me, boys and girls. Doesn't mean I'm not going to take, full stop outs, not going stop loss to break even. I absolutely will. But in the pursuit of profit, holding on to that trade is going to be the better option, personally, for me, my approach. So, nice. We got a 15-minute side-by-side with a 1 minute. And again, I'm not always going to hold trades like that, right? I'm definitely not always going to hold trades like that. I explained why I was yesterday. I had a lot of reason. Why is this not in the same spot? I had a lot of reason to do that for all of the reasons that I was holding for. The read of the market was right. Just my execution was not there, right? My trade management. So in any event, man, we're going to look for trades today. I'm liking this to the downside right here. We have liquidity down below, all the way down to the 250s. I like this selling off to the downside after retesting VWAP right here at the open. I'm tempted to take it. It's a little bit early. We might have to come back up and test this area, but I'm looking at jumping in short on this, guys, to the downside. It's pretty damn quick. It's only 937, but I like this to the downside. Again, liquidity all the way down to the 250s. I think this is going to play to the downside. I'm going to go ahead and take this right here, right now with you guys. I'm going to go stop above VWAP, above this level. I am looking at this to the downside. I'm short 3 from 52.73 and a quarter. I'm running stop loss not too wide, but up here. Again, this is early, 37. I'll show you what I'm looking at on Bookmap. 9:37 a.m. Trying to get one in before this 10 a.m. news. Again, once that starts to happen, I don't know that we're going to get a trade in. Liquidity down here all the way to the 250s. Can we come and take it, or are we going to bounce first and come and take Zach out again? Or not again, but just this first time this morning. But I like this to the downside. I want to see a break lower. Again, not something that I'm going to hold all day, but down to this 250 level looks pretty sweet. There we go. Filling here. Can we come through this quickly? That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at, guys. I'm probably going to have to run a fixed take profit and adjust stop loss on this one. There we go. Coming through to the downside here. Yeah, I'm liking this down towards 250, but we got a little bit of a halt through this low. There's a lot of liquidity right here. Need to see if we can grab this. Otherwise, we could be in trouble. It is again, this is going to be a quick trade right off the open. You know, pretty damn quick, right? This is the first 15-minute candle forming. 9:38 a.m. Eastern. I'm looking for a crack lower, but this could quickly just come back up to VWAP and take me out. Again, I like this for a continuation of the downside right below this level. Going to get my trading in with you guys here. Again, 10 a.m. news is going to make it difficult to trade through, so seeing if we couldn't get a push lower, but we're not getting it just yet. Not getting it yet. Pulling back up on me. Looks like this is going to be a stop out. Decent size risk on this one as well. 500. Playing out immediately against me. One thing I'm going to do with these accounts is challenge myself to move into profit, to actually make some progress, to get towards that $1,000 profit target or a $1,000 loss on the day across these three. If I just kind of dilly-dally with $200 win, loss here and there, I sit around break even. I don't really make the progress that I'm looking to make in these. So again, getting involved early off the open, immediately working against me, coming back up, testing VWAP. We'll see if we get a hold after sweeping above this high, but it does not look good. Did not get that fill to the downside. Liquidity is still on the book down here. Was looking for a quick move back down to these 250s. Full stop out for $500. Again, guys, I'm going to get trading in here this morning, trying to get it in before 10 a.m., but don't know that we're going to see that we're going to get that move that I wanted here. Here's what we got. This on the book right down below as we were pushing to the downside. 250s. Let's see if I was too tight on a stop there. Looks like I might have been, but we're going to watch this bad boy play out. So first one, quick stop, 500 across three accounts. I've got one more to try here for about $500. We'll see if something sets up for me. Or I'm going to end up with just a back and forth and slightly red trading week in these accounts. Again, one thing I'm going to challenge myself to do is what you saw me do right there. Get involved when the trade's setting up. Put risk on, not keep it so slow and low to start out, and just not make the progress that I need. Clean trade, right? Bouncing off VWAP. A little bit choppy here, but bouncing off VWAP. Coming down to break this low. Liquidity down below. I think we're going to go and tag it, and this is going to be a frustrating one that I'm going to have to watch. Not a beautiful risk structure as far as just looking at 300 or some odd bucks to the downside. Oof, I'm going to have to take this one again, guys. I'm going to have to take this one again. Yeah, man, I think I might have to actually take this one again. This may be a very quick session for me. Watching for a short here, guys. Again, really the same similar trade. Yeah, I'm in on this, guys. I got to do it. This is going to either be is either going to play nice with me or it's going to be a very quick session. I'm looking at a move down towards the 250s here. We got a sweep above. I was just too tight on a stop loss. It's coming back down. Same trade. If we have to just retest this area of high volume and then bounce to the upside, I am out for my, where I'm putting my daily loss limit. Very, very similar here. Looking for this to continue to the downside and push and grab this these 60, mid 60s to 250. Ooh, we don't have news at 9:45, do we? Bookmap's getting a little bit funky. Hang tight. Yeah, man, this is going to be a gnarly session. I'm going to get 2 right off the bat. Wow. Yeah, part of the game, man. I'll come and do it with you guys. But this is going to be an ugly one, I think. I'm going to put this trade on and let it run. Again, down to 250s. That's my game plan. Putting on really full risk. I'm trying to not half-ass it off these trades. But getting involved quickly off the open, not paying nicely for me at all. Coming back up on me. This is looking ugly, guys. Looking really ugly. But that's what I'm going to do live here with you guys every day. No fear, no hesitation. We're jumping in, seeing if we can't get the movements. Absolutely not playing out nicely for me today. This is going to be one of the, one of the quickest full daily loss limits that I'm going to take with you guys. Straight back up on me, not getting continuation to the downside. Took the same trade twice, looking for a break below, and full stop out, guys. $1,000 across 3 accounts. That's going to be my entire session. Again, I'm going to do it live with you guys here every damn day. But, as you can see by the way that I react to this stuff, I don't really get fazed by it. It doesn't start to, negatively impact me where I do anything crazy. I like both of those, right? Looking to get involved quickly off the open before that 10 a.m. news. Just not playing nice. Again, reasons for the trade, liquidity building down below. Very, very similar to yesterday where we had these levels to go and get taken out to the downside. Basing off of price action and market structure, looking at volume areas to the downside, just not playing nice with me. Just not playing nice with me, not going to grab those levels. Now on that second move to the upside after starting to break lower, coming to try to do it. I don't think we're going to continue lower, at least right here, right now. I think we're probably going to crack back up above VWAP, maybe go check out some highs. But we'll wait and see. That's probably going to be it for me, though. I'm not going to put on more risk in these accounts. Frustrating, ending down on the week, getting aggressive in them this morning, obviously, but just not playing nice with me. Part of the game, got to take my losses on the chin. Frustrating session, getting stopped at break even a couple times yesterday, not being able to realize larger profits. So it's been a lot of break even and then losses, man. But part of it, man, part of it. So we'll see what we get for the rest of the session. I might hop over to a separate account, hop over to a Top Step account or Tradeify account, but we'll watch how this starts to open up here. We'll watch how this starts to open up. Yeah, got involved quick on that one, man. Didn't really want to wait. If I hesitate and hang out, past this 9:45 into 10 a.m. and go for these longer hold trades, I'm up against holding through a red folder news. If I wait for red folder news to form, oftentimes I'm just stuck with difficult structure to trade off of. Was looking at this to the downside, right? Trading with VWAP on the right side of VWAP. Looking at where we are in, looking at yesterday's prior day high and prior day low. Looking at some of this selling pressure to the downside. Yeah, like this short, man, but just too choppy. Too choppy and on the wrong side of it. Not continuing to break these lows. Took it short here. If you hopped on late after a bounce off of VWAP, that looked pretty damn clean. Stopped out. Took it short again on this selling pressure coming back down through after wicking above this level. Just too early. Too early, too aggressive, not playing nice with me. So that's going to be that on these ones. Again, going to be a fairly short session, man. I'll do some analysis with you guys. We'll kind of watch how this opens up. I got some accounts to announce to give away. And hopefully you guys have a better morning session, at least on these accounts that I have. I'll swap to Top Step. Might have to just let this market open up a little bit more, get past 10 a.m. news before trying anything else. But yeah, 2 quick stop outs, man. 2 quick stop outs. Checking book map. Let's see, man. Yeah, up to 350, 53, 50. We've got liquidity. We got liquidity above. The stuff that was down below that I was targeting is still there. Down below lows to the 250s. But right now, looks like we want to come up through these 25s up through these 350s. Maybe go and grab the 400s. That's what we're looking at right now. But choppy. Back and forth, choppy price action. Again, not waiting for it to open up. Waiting for a little bit of direction off the open, but obviously just not enough here. 15-minute chart is looking like it's going to be my friend. 1-minute chart looking like it's going to be the killer for me. Don't know. Might have to just kind of back it off and put the risk on heavier. Maybe just one trade on the 15-minute chart. Wait for 15-minute chart closures and just kind of do that. But we'll see. I'm definitely going to do some review this week. Kind of look at what was working well, what was not working well, and try to adjust to these markets, man, because they have been difficult to work with, for sure. This wild volatility. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Made $1 million. Yeah, you guys are joking around about some paper trading accounts. Blue account, need a new one. Get that bread sack. Just don't like days like these. Excited with tariff war, but honestly hate it. Yeah. Quick one today. Yeah, man. Prefer to be stopped quick instead of some consolidation stuff. Yep. Told you the computers got bugged. You gonna make it all back off stream? Probably, Wolf. I'll make it all back off stream. No, I'm not gonna come back into these. I'm gonna get some Top Step accounts rolling, some Tradeify accounts. I gotta get some trading done on these, but I'm not gonna push it in these. Frustrating because I'm starting to dig myself a hole, which I'm not happy about. Would like to be moving towards payout quickly in these. But I'm not going to dig a hole and say I'm going to take $2,000 worth of loss on these. Just don't want to dig that much of a hole. I'd rather come back Monday and still have plenty of room to work towards a payout without putting myself in a hole on these. But yeah, we'll see how I do on Top Step and Tradeify. Again, I talked about I made that joke, not posting about making it all back off stream. I'm going to live trade with you guys here the way that I do almost every dang day. And, that's going to be the track record for better or for worse. I did talk a little bit about potentially pushing some of these back because we just have so much volatility and indecision off the open. And then cleaner, kind of slower moves start to develop later in the day. So I may just kind of back off this 9:30 open deal. But that's another, that's another conversation. Same session, same time frames, right? Just kind of waiting for this 9:30 open to occur and get some trades on into the 10:30 a.m. Time frame. But choppy so far. I'm going to watch this 10 a.m. news with you guys, kind of see where we go from there. And then we will get an account giveaway rolling with you guys. We will get 5 people off the people that purchased. If you purchased, you're entered. Appreciate you. Link is in the chat. Code RDF. You know the good stuff, man. Whoa, don't need to install an update from OBS. Just checking some messages, guys. Let's see. Yeah, gonna hang tight with you guys and watch this open, and watch this 10 a.m. News. But I don't know that I'm gonna continue. We're gonna have to see. Gonna have to see what starts to set up here. Appreciate you guys being on, man. Smash like, smash subscribe. You don't have to do anything. Free means free. Even though I got smoked immediately off the open on this one, that's part of the game. Just read a couple messages, trying to stay up on what we had rolling here. I want to make sure. One of the good things about being in so many communities, higher level stuff, which I'm happy about, I'm grateful to be in. I get immediate feedback on kind of what's going on platform wise, market wise, anything crazy, that type of deal. Got about 7 minutes to red folder news. Waiting for that to open up, and just interested to see where we go from there. Yeah, man, this 1 minute chart's been gnarly. It's been pretty difficult to work with. It's why I'm running the 15-minute on the side. I don't like to just wait for 5-minute, 15-minute closures. Just gives so much time in between trades. But man, this low time frame chart for continuations has definitely been tough. Yeah, zooming out on this one, I was looking for this move to continue back down towards overnight low, flowing with a lot of this movement that we had from yesterday, from the overnight session, from regular trading hour session. Looking for a move, looking for VWAP to hold that we had tested here a couple times, and a continuation, but back up through VWAP, really just choppy, and trading from the extremes looks like the play, at least so far. Just looking to get involved off of these extremes rather than looking for continuation. So, yeah, man, difficult morning session, but that's part of it, man. Part of the game. Got to take these on the chin. Not super excited with performance and results over this past week. Not really happy about starting to dig a hole in these accounts, but that's part of it, man. And I'll show you what it looks like for me live. That's part of the game. But we'll see what we can do. See what we can do into next week. Maybe we get some calming of these markets, but I'm not holding my breath for it, man. I think it's going to be adapt, learn how to capitalize on it, learn how to capitalize on the volatility. And yeah, for me, it's probably just going to be wider stops, wider take profit. I like to get involved a little bit more aggressive on these low time frames, but man, it is dicey back and forth. It is definitely dicey back and forth. And for me, it also might be just backing off a little bit into the morning. Got very aggressive this morning, but obviously didn't play nice. So again, adapt, improvise, overcome, right? Stick to your strategy, stick to your approach, put your trades on. You don't go over optimizing, but when we have really, really rapidly changing market conditions like this, I do think it is important to take a look at your results. And if you have an area of improvement, try to work towards that. So we got about 4 minutes to red folder news. If you guys are in trades, I would definitely be cautious coming up on this prelim consumer sentiment inflation expectations at 10 a.m. Under 4 minutes for that. 10 a.m. Eastern. So far, chopping around VWAP, still pushing to the upside on the 1 minute chart. Interested to see, do we get some really gnarly reaction from this, or is this just going to be a choppy Friday, right? It's not a no news Friday. We got some movement, but just don't know if we're actually going to see some big extension to the upside or downside. Pretty indecisive so far. Couldn't grab my first opening move to the downside. Used the bullets in my chamber on that, and now I'm going to watch this one play and see. Maybe I'll swap over to another account and continue trading, but that's probably going to be it for these, right? Got to have some risk management in play. You got to give yourself a limit, a daily loss limit that you don't want to exceed. Let's see. Kim faded me with a long. Awesome, man. Good. Doesn't believe the market makers watch the stream. Maybe they are. Respecting previous 50% for now. Good thing the market will be there next week. No opportunities. Absolutely. Can you show your calendar, Real to Zach? I'm guessing nothing. If it's secret, no, nothing's secret, man. I'm guessing you mean the performance report. I don't show that stuff. I don't show that breakdown. I trade live, starting from a fresh account every day, and I allow it, to be for you guys to take a look and just kind of make the decision for yourself. Because I trade a lot of this stuff off stream, and I've talked about not sharing results from off stream, not claiming the I made it back off stream. I don't show stuff that I'm not trading off stream, right? Or I try not to. What's my usually DLL on 150K account? Yeah, this right here, about the $1,000 level. Going to be different for everybody, right? You have a $6,000 max loss limit in these accounts. For me, if I'm aiming with a 20% consistency rule on the high end, which I haven't put up, around $1,000 a day, you know, like on the highest end of what I would like to do. That would put me at needing to make $5,000. I'm not going to want to go really below the $1,000 level, right? Otherwise, I'm going to be digging myself a hole on a bad day with $2,000, $3,000 to the downside. And then on a good day, I'm capping myself around, you know, $1,000. So for those reasons, right around the $1,000 level, that's what I'm working at. You know, that's kind of the game plan. Again, but you got to kind of decide that on the front end with these accounts, right? We have a 20% consistency rule. We are looking at whatever you put up on your biggest day. That's going to set the tone for how much money you have to have in the account before a payout, right? So if you say, I'm going to make $1,000 on one day, you're setting yourself up to have to make $5,000 to make a payout, right? If you have a really good day and you put $2,000 in the account, now you're up against putting $10,000 in profit in that account before you take a payout. So I think it's worth it to think about on the front end, kind of what you want to look like for daily loss limit and profit target. And for me, it's going to be around that $1,000 mark both ways. I'm not setting them as hard limits. I think most guys should, but that's kind of where I'm going to stick with it. Now, here we go. News coming. Yeah, red folder news coming. No worries. To be careful. Make it look like an accident. Here we go. Red folder news. Chart is freezing. Okay. Back up. Retesting VWAP. Yeah, let's see if we get a gnarly reaction out of this one, man. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Selling off, testing VWAP, and then kind of bouncing. Yeah, we may be in for a kind of choppy Friday here, man. I'm interested to see where we go. Interested to see where we go from here. Nice and dark and ominous on. Nice and dark and ominous on Bookmap, but back on now. Yeah, same liquidity down below these levels. I do think eventually we're gonna tag this, but you know we came this far first, so you know no good trade to the downside. Watching this thing start to try to push highs. We got about 100 on the book at 315. We got another. I'll show you what Bookmap's looking like. Got another 100 or so up at 53.50. Yeah, this might be a move to the upside. We got a lot up above if I really zoom out. Okay, this is Bookmap level 2 data, looking at quantity of orders on the book. Yeah. Choppy, man. Choppy, not very directional so far. I think I'm really going to have to wait for anything to develop before I look to dive back in. Didn't get the direction of selling pressure right off the bat that I was aiming for. And now we're kind of just chopping back and forth around VWAP. Bought 150K on Wednesday, made 1,030 on it yesterday. I lost 1,200, which is bad risk management today. Closed the week plus 1,000. My count is about break even. Yeah, man, better performance. Yeah, again, these markets are tricky, man. I think you see a lot of guys cleaning up and a lot of guys struggling, and then you know everybody else in between. But there's definitely some adapting to be done, right? I think it's reviewing. Like I did yesterday after watching a lot of trades come back on me to break even and get stopped and just then continue my direction. So making small changes and stuff like trade management, right? How you're going to structure your trades, where your stop and targets are going to go in the first place, and then what you're going to do after you're in. Yeah, this is very choppy. Just back and forth around VWAP, kind of barcoding. Actually some contracting if we look at this, right? We got our low down here on the 15-minute. We got our low here. You know, none of them coming below lows. We got highs, no highs coming above highs. Probably going to get a direction, at least a sweep one way or the other, maybe before a continuation. Let's see if we do come down through the 250s that I was targeting after coming way back up here. Again, not really at all the same trade idea. That was looking at resistance off of VWAP and then a continuation lower. But that is just choppy back and forth. Yeah, I really don't have a strong bias on this at all, which I think is important to do. Just not carry a massively strong bias right off the open. Adobe Dorito on the 15 and 30. Yeah, absolutely. Choppy range traders, man. If you're looking for it on this, this would be really clean coming into pre-market. Very choppy back and forth action, for sure. But this is decently volatile. It's not crazy, but we are moving, right? If I look at the range that we've set so far for regular trading hours, 79 points, not bad. Definitely got some movement out of this market. Yeah, but this is setting up choppy. I'm definitely going to be waiting. I'm going to be looking at something in my additional accounts into the afternoon, but I'm going to be waiting. I'm going to need to see a breaking continuation down below these lows, down below this, or a breakout to the upside, probably above overnight high, and then maybe some continuation back towards, closing this week on a big trend to the upside. I'm definitely going to be looking for something, probably coming off the 15-minute chart. Wider stop, wider take profit, seeing if we can't get some movement. But so far, we're just sitting at VWAP. Back and forth across VWAP. No continuation to the upside or downside yet. Very choppy, contracting here. Tough to get involved with that and get stopped out, but part of it, man. Put that risk on and accept your trades as a winner or a loser without doing anything too crazy. That's the deal. That's the deal. Last 2 days, I got so many stops in my shorts yesterday when I lost my mistake. I was getting stopped instead of taking one trade with a bigger stop loss. Yeah, I feel that. Wider stops help. Asia has definitely been delivering so clean this week. Very nice. Taking 700 profit top one every night in the first hour. Very nice, man. Very nice. Targeting payouts next week. Beautiful. Beautiful, man. Congratulations. If you're hopping into a fresh account and taking payouts in the first 2 weeks, man, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Especially when we're looking at minimum payouts of $3,000 in these big boy accounts. So, very well done. Again, I've seen a lot of guys and girls switch to Asia or London just to have something that's calmer because there's so much volatility, so much movement off these opens. Again, for me, I'm not going to make any massive changes, but I think the basics is just going to be zooming out, zooming out a bit, kind of just zooming out and saying, the 1 minute is moving rapidly and difficult to get direction and actually structure trades with stops that, are at clean invalidation points. Fast movement, man. Really, really fast movement. Sizing down, widening out stops, widening out targets. And for me, maybe just backing off the open a little bit, right? I've been here, every day for a while now, 9:30 a.m. It's pretty dicey right off the open. I'm not loving it. I'm watching a lot of stuff kind of just chop around, pull crazy movements, and then develop into that 10:30, 11:30 time frame for the rest of the day, right? We saw that yesterday again. If I hop back out to the 15-minute chart, here's our movement from yesterday, right? Here's our initial move to the downside. And this is clean, right? Still clean price action, but 10:30, 10:45, that's the larger movement, right? This was, clean to the downside off the open, but we did have to deal with kind of this choppy back and forth that came and tagged me at break even. I don't know that I want to say I'm not going to show up for 9:30 every day, because I think there's a lot that happens, right? And there is a lot of opportunity off the open. But some of it is just too volatile, just at least for my taste. It's going to be different for everybody. Some people are going to just thrive in that. They're trading momentum, they're trading breakouts, and that additional volatility is only going to help them. But it's pretty wicky, pretty back and forth on ES. But no excuses. Play like a champion. That's the deal. Yeah, chop it back and forth. So, all right. Anyway, guys, let's do the giveaway. I have the list on the side. I'm going to get 5 names picked right now, and I'm going to rattle them off to you. I'll post them in Discord. Everybody that purchased an account with code RDF is eligible. And I'm not going to display anything here because this list has everybody's full names and emails and all types of craziness. So I'm not going to dox anybody, but I'm going to handle this, and I'm going to announce it live with you guys right now. So hang tight. And again, I'll post it across socials, and I think Top One's going to do an announcement with these as well. But here we go. Hang tight, guys. Hang tight, hang tight. Again, I saw, obviously I get to see who purchased the account because of this. I saw all familiar names, man. It's really cool to see. Really, really cool to see. So, okay, hang tight for a second. I really want to be cautious. Like, the last thing I want to do is dox anybody. So hang on for a second. I'm just going to block this screen with something so I don't intentionally or accidentally do that. So hang tight. I'm still here with you guys. I'm not going anywhere. Stream's still here. All right, we're still here. Nobody can see the screen for a second. Okay, cool. I just don't want to accidentally open up a list that has everybody's names on it and it pop on the wrong screen. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, back in action here. There we go, back in action. Yeah, part of the giveaway is not getting your not getting your name doxed or anything. So, hang on. I had it up to the side, but I try to be extra cautious of that. Live streaming's crazy. All right, we got the list up. Again, I appreciate you guys, everybody that supports me in any way, comes and hangs out here, trading live with me. As you know, I don't claim to be the best trader. I don't claim to know it all, man. I got some juice. I've made it to quite a few payouts, coming into multiple per month this year, which has been awesome. But I'll show you what real trading looks like for me. Wins, losses, everything in between. I'm also not a financial advisor. Nothing I say or do is financial advice. Just an idiot for YouTube. And I'm affiliated and partnered with these companies that I promote. I can't stand to be unbiased, right? I stand to make money. So all of that fun stuff as we get this announced. So let's go. Let's go. I'm going to go from these 5. Are we set? Boom, we are set. Okay. Here are the 5 winners. We have Joshua Buck. I'm going to try not to mess anybody's names up. Let's see if we got some that we know. I don't know that I know Joshua. Ira Fientouche. I'm going to post your name in Discord. You win an account. 3, Colton Pierce. I know that name. I don't think he's usually on this live session, but I do know that name. Kim wins an account. I'm not going to throw your last name out because it's changed on here. Oh, it's actually on there. Kim Edwards. Kim wins an account. And last and final, we have Andre Thomas. Andre Thomas, I think that's Dre from the Discord, and he's on here. I don't think he's on here too much. But again, we got Andre Thomas, Kim Edwards, Colton Pierce, Ira Fientouche. I'm sorry, Fientouch. And Joshua Buck. Again, I don't know who you guys are anymore because everybody has these crazy, silly names. It's totally cool. I try not to... it might not be me. Hold on. Edmonds. Edmonds. I hope I did. I'm not getting you excited if it's not you. I'm so sorry, Kim, if it's not you. Kimberly Edmonds. Yay, we got a winner. Kim won one. Yeah, and again, guys, some of these people, it was based on the amount of purchases, right? So, some guys purchased one account. Some of these guys, stacked it in their favor, probably not on purpose, but they purchased multiple accounts. So, again, we got the 5, just to run it back one more time, and I'm going to post this in Discord. I'll post it on socials. Joshua, Ira, Colton, Kim, and Andre are 5 winners of the accounts. I got more on the list, guys, coming up really, really soon. I don't forget anything that I state, and I always stand on business. I got 2 more just for people that have been so solid in Discord. We tried to get through launch and get this done first, so coming into next week, I'm not going to promise a date. I'll be hooking some people up from my Discord. I also have an additional one just on Twitter. Entry for an additional account on Twitter that I'm going to announce as well. But those are the 5 from this main, the thing that I've been showing, the 5 50K elite funded accounts. Excited to give back to you guys. I think it's really cool that we had so much of these giveaways from Top 1 right off the bat. Congratulations if you won. Sorry if you didn't. Again, stick with me. Gonna have them in Discord. Gonna have them on Twitter. But my game plan is to do a lot more giveaways on the live, right? I remember when Top Step TV used to give away accounts like candy, right? And it was really fun to be on those lives. And it wasn't like you had an amazing chance of winning it, but they used to do those. And I really enjoyed, Top Step TV for this. They used to do the giveaways for, they called one bell to bell, where you had to fill out multiple forms. They had like a random one that just came out and filled out a form. And I'm not totally going to copy what they were doing there, but I'm going to take from that because I thought it was really cool. So essentially what I'm going to have coming up, just so you guys know, probably not in the next couple days. It's going to be into next week or the following week. It's going to be random, but it will be giveaways on the live streams almost every week. I'll have a form to fill out, and I'll do it here live with you guys. I'll have a Google form to fill out, and then I will, everybody that fills the form out for like 10 minutes, it'll be announced randomly. I will random name generator in the thing with you guys here on the live, and I'll pick one person to win right here, right now. And again, that'll be obviously incentive for you guys to hop on the live session, something to give back. I don't know why this is tripping out like this. Something to give back, but that'll be coming up soon. Again, no exact promises on date, but stay with me. If you remember when I first started rolling with the Discord, I gave away a lot of accounts. I was giving out accounts like candy. I'm going to continue doing that. I think it's fun to do. I really enjoy the chance to win an account myself, and I love to try to give back to you guys, especially people like on this one that were buying accounts. So again, congrats, Josh, Ira. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that one at all. Colton, Kim, and Andre. I don't know if that's the right Andre because there's a couple different Andres. So hope it's the right one. So on that note, guys, tough live session, man. Again, I'm net down on the week in these accounts. Certainly on the live sessions, right? I did have the Wolf made it back off stream on one of them. But again, that really don't count for anything, right? I have to show you guys what I could do here live with you off the open and, have you judge me harshly. So tough week, ending, net red on the lives. Not what I'd like, but part of it, man. And again, I'll show you the real stuff for me. Does that mean the accounts are dead? Accounts are blown? We're done. We're going to do anything crazy? No, we're going to just let the loss be the loss, live to fight another day. Plenty of working capital, plenty of room to move into profit and work towards continual payouts. Got additional accounts that I'm trading on the back end, right? Still have 5-pack with Top Step and accounts on backup. Still got Tradeify. I'm trading those wildly aggressively like I talked about, just trying to make progress, get towards payout, or unfortunately lose them. But I'll be here trading live with multiple 150K straight to fundeds, whether I work my way towards a payout or blown accounts. You guys are going to watch it happen. You're going to watch it happen here. So I appreciate you being on here. Quick disclaimer again, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Trading's risky. Most traders lose money. Do your own research. I'm just an idiot here from YouTube. Don't, for entertainment purposes only. Not a suggestion or recommendation to do anything. There we go. Read CFTC Rule 4.41 on simulated trading, which is what this is, even in funded prop firm accounts, and the affiliate and partnership disclaimer that says I stand to make money from links in my content, like code RDF and the links on Top 1. If you want to check out Top 1, link is in the chat. Feel free to check it out, guys. Happy to get this giveaway done with you guys. I'll be posting it in Discord. Hop in the free Discord. All the links are down below. Talk to you guys soon. Hope you have a better trading session than me this morning. I'll see you next week, live trading all week. Talk to you guys soon.